do I believe that there's intelligent life out there somewhere
Taylor
besides
Swift
Earth?
is
There
a high
has
witch
to be.
of
The
Satan.
numbers just suggest.
Well,
there-
if you
no
start
way.
looking at where the direction of intelligent life on Earth has gone, maybe you're right about that. Because we've gone the opposite way.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, a little bit.
So, Universal Confusion Podcast, episode 10.
I'm back.
Some might notice Aaron's back. So, we made some changes. So, had some interesting conversations last time. Collectively decided and asked Aaron if he would like to be the fourth permanent co-host of the podcast. He graciously said, "Yeah, I guess so. I mean, if I have nothing else to do."
It's like the View Flophouse. You know?
Yeah, exactly. So,
We
So-
didn't make it there.
right,
Maybe we'll make it.
We're not out of our minds yet.
right.
Somebody pay attention.
That far out of our minds yet.
Yeah, yet. So we are still. I know there's a lot of people waiting, to be guests of the podcast. Now, guys, come get back here, man. Come on. We're still gonna do guests. There's going to be situations where one of us cannot make it to the podcast for scheduling reasons. Some of us think we're rock stars. Others of us are going to take vacations. It's, there's a million different situations where this kind of thing could happen. And so we will have guests at that point. So I wanted to start off this podcast. Over the last 2 weeks on our YouTube channel, we have gotten some pretty interesting comments.
All right.
And most of them, people are not real happy with us. Well, and it seems to be a certain side is not real happy with us, okay?
No way.
Shocking.
So what I did,
It is very shocking. I'll tell you.
so what I did is I went out and I took it upon myself, I didn't consult with you guys, but I took it upon myself to go ahead and order my first lib box. It's a monthly subscription box that you get when you're making that transition to liberal. Okay.
I don't know what
So-
that is.
And I haven't opened it yet.
I don't know
I
what you're
haven't
talking
opened.
about.
Oh, someone sent this to you?
So no, I went out and ordered it. Just
Oh.
because I want to.
I don't listen.
Well,
so-
I want to be inclusive on this podcast. Is what the goal.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
So here's the box. It comes in an Amazon box. The weird thing about it is, so when you order from myfirstlibbox, LLC.com, you can choose to either donate to whatever this week's social movement is, or skip the middleman and just donate directly to like a Democratic candidate.
Okay.
So that's what I chose. I won't reveal which one because this is for tax reasons and stuff anyway. So
Yeah.
so what I thought we would do is we would open the box live on the podcast
All right.
and we'll just kind of react to. We might learn something. You don't know. I mean, let's keep an open mind here.
Now, did you get the premium
Oh,
one
boy.
that comes with the vibrating butt plug?
So no, it is not the premium one. I got the base package. I think it said
Good enough.
yeah, value at or below whatever Elon Musk is worth. And for some reason, it came in a retaped Amazon box, but it is what it is. So I will go ahead and pass this down to you. If you'd like to open it, and then maybe we just pass it around and everyone pulls something out.
I'm not
Is there a
supposed to
fucking
have
squirrel in there?
sharp
I don't. I'm.
objects.
There better not be a squirrel.
I've had this sitting at home for like 5 days,
So
so I
squirrel
mean,
will be
there's
dead.
it would be dead
Oh.
if there was a squirrel in there. So
What
nothing,
My
dick.
microphone.
nothing alive for sure.
It's the lib attacking.
Well, that's part of it. Don't cut yourself either, because
Just
this will be
all
a
angry
real
liberal.
short
I
podcast.
really want to.
But yeah.
I love the way he cuts with knives.
Yeah, it was
I have to be careful because I'm not allowed to
skillful
have
to say the
sharp,
least.
sharp knives or blades.
normal.
So it looks like there is a full.
Oh,
Okay, so this, I assume this is like a description of the product. So
yeah. Let me read it for you.
okay, that'd be
Dear
great.
valued liberal, thank you for ordering my first lib box. Below is a few great ways to get the most out of your unfounded new beliefs. I love it. When arguing with a non-liberal, if they bring up something you don't understand, simply tell them that they are stupid. This takes the attention away for your own inability to reason. Very true. When starting a conversation, instead of talking about the weather, start with, "Did you see what Trump did?" Then blame the weather on Trump. This is very effective with older people. And the last
true.
one is, don't trust Elon Musk. He may seem like he is trying to help humanity, which means he is not. On the flip side of that, Joe Biden might seem like he is trying to destroy America. Clearly, this is not the case. Yours truly, My First Lib Box, LLC. Beautifully.
So
Yeah.
I would say just go ahead and grab whatever
They
the
chose a
first
good
thing is,
font
and then
and everything.
pass the box down.
Ah, the only legal bumper stickers. Riding with Biden.
Yep. Oh, and they're nice too. They're the magnetic kind.
I got the sunglasses.
Yeah, so they don't scratch the paint.
Yeah.
Does it come with a sandbag
Oh.
to trip over? Or?
I don't know.
The only reliable news publication.
What is it?
It's a globe.
It's a globe.
Dude,
Perfect.
Those
this
things are like
is
$5.99 or something. It
Oh,
just
yeah.
came with the box.
Yeah.
Oh, what's it
I've
say?
seen that. Donald Trump's head on a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what every good liberal
Yeah.
wants, right?
So I
And,
mean,
here,
there
I'll-
it is.
So,
It's
and last,
Oh,
It is
man.
oh, look at that.
so we have it's a Bud Light Tall Boy, with 3M tape, 4 reattaching appendages. So I mean, I think we're
Is
pretty
that
set up.
double-sided body tape?
Well, it's 3M tape, which is the best kind of double-sided tape, so it should work pretty well on just about anything that you've cut off, but regret the next day. So,
That's fantastic. What a novel idea.
so, I mean, it should. I think all of them should come with that.
I mean,
High quality stuff, anyway.
This should make people understand, where we're coming from now. Because if you have any conservative viewpoint, you're a Trumpster.
Yeah,
Not really.
and that's just not okay.
I mean,
So
No, it's stupid.
yeah, so I mean, I just thought this would help. I thought it would make people feel included. I assume no one on the internet will have a problem with this
I think it's
section.
it's
I just read that
Pretty
Pat
much middle of the
Sajak is
road.
cutting back on booze.
Yeah.
well, how's he? So he's retiring off of Wheel of Fortune then?
Pope sends sleuths to hunt angels and demons.
Now
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
you
just
know that.
this
Dude,
is a
fucking
different
Van Helsing's
podcast
been doing it for
altogether. We just read the
years.
Globe. This is a whole different podcast. So no, I just thought that was a good
No,
idea.
I was just like letting them know that
I
like
thought it would help
Yeah.
with viewer retention.
Well, no matter what you say, someone's gonna get hurt and
Well,
upset.
yeah.
You have to be inclusive of their feelings.
it doesn't have to be that way. That's why.
well, yeah,
I'm not
because
that. I'm not that way.
some try to call
unfortunately.
people
why I totally
circles and they're
support
like,
this
I'm a
cause.
square. It's like, yeah, man.
So yeah, I thought that was nice. I thought that was a cool thing.
It's a
Yeah.
very,
Devin Swine, take over Texas.
very inclusive box.
It was
I'm really impressed Justin knows how to read.
definitely not
Yeah,
one-sided
yeah.
in any way.
I've been
So-
working.
No.
Oh,
What happened to the stick?
Those are
'Cause now it's
literal-
just Donald
It's-
Trump's head.
it's-
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm not sure I can get it to stand up.
Yeah.
is that
That may look to the untrained liberal eye that it's just a Donald Trump chia pet head. It's clearly not the case.
No, definitely
made from
not.
clay, and you can stand it up on something and shoot at it. But
Okay.
they don't know how to fire guns. 'Cause that's
you can
bad.
throw rocks. Throw
Yeah.
rocks
Yeah.
at it.
Molotov
Molotovs
cocktails.
on it. Yeah.
Or insults, like
You're
you
good
can
at
put it
that.
in your bathroom.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can hurl insults at Donald Trump.
Yeah. So in the morning, you wake up, brush your teeth, you got your Donald Trump head there, and
Make
you
you
just
feel better
hurl
for the day.
insults
Get that
just
go-
to
get
just
that-
to
get that-
warm up.
Get the juices
Yeah.
flowing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
exactly.
did see how they didn't name a single conspiracy theory that was right.
Well, that wasn't really.
we
The,
didn't even name any conspiracy theories.
well, that's the thing is that wasn't.
Well, they
That's what I'm saying. Like, no, we didn't. You didn't name any that were wrong either.
Well, that wasn't the.
We didn't
that
talk
wasn't
about
really the
specific
point of
conspiracy
that,
theories. We were just talking
conversation.
about conspiracy theories.
Right.
That is what.
Obviously,
That's a whole nother podcast.
they have
in and
issues
itself.
of information retention.
Yeah. Well, comments are fun for like that.
Sure.
So it is what it is.
And I've got some good conspiracies if we ever want to get into that.
Really dive.
So.
Yeah, we
So
should.
that's
have
all. That's a whole episode dedicated to conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah, and probably just one that we'll get through because we'll just be stuck on it.
Well,
We
you
don't-
know, you gotta
yeah.
go with Nibiru first. So
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much been proven.
what's that?
9?
Nine.
You've never.
No,
Well,
we
I'm
aren't
German.
Germans.
Yeah.
Nine.
That doesn't make me a bigot or whatever. I mean, I can see the comments now.
Jeez.
You've never heard of the Nibiru thing? No, I mean that was years
what?
ago, so probably not.
Yeah. Well, you'd have to get into that's a little bit of a fringe conspiracy too, because
You
it
say-
is really fucking weird. But I
Nabisco's
love
a
it 'cause it is
fringe
so good.
conspiracy.
Yeah, we'll talk about it sometime. You guys will have to look into it a little bit there
I'll read up.
before we, rather than me just explain it, because you probably would glean some different information. But there's a lot of shit. That's where all the lizard people come from.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fucking
The lizard people.
so true.
I don't know.
I like
I
the
can't.
lizard
I couldn't
Good
nor
one.
confirm nor deny lizard people.
It sounds to me
Yeah.
like that's a confirmation of lizard
Yeah.
people.
Nah,
Really,
I
it sounds
don't
like he is one.
Nah.
Yeah.
Why you
He
twitching?
does have a
talk.
long tongue.
Yeah. Well, let's just calm down. Um,
We can't bring
That
up
wasn't
the
a tail.
so no, what do you guys want to get into? What's new? What's happening?
I don't know, what is
what's the
new?
thing?
I don't know. With
Man.
the can of Bud Light, I'm kind
What is
of.
the new thing?
the new
want-
thing
if you
is
want the
the
Bud
day
Light.
drinkers, man.
Okay. Oh yeah, you did want to get into that.
I wanted
last
to
time.
get
We
into
never-
that last
Day
time.
drinkers.
Okay.
Day drinkers, man.
Tell me about these day drinkers. These
You know, these-
so-called
These-
day drinkers.
Oh, they are day drinkers.
Okay.
Day fentanyl takers, day crackheads.
Oh.
You guys ever go to the farmer's market?
Yeah.
You know that gazebo they have down there?
Yeah.
They used to hang out there. They'd catcall and urinate, get drunk, and then have their own bum fights and
I
stuff.
was
you
saying,
know?
all homeless people or no?
Some are. Some are probably,
Just
Bored.
living off someone else or whatever, crashing on couches. I really don't know.
Sure.
And they had to kick them out of there, and they put like a little chain barricade around it. And now you can't hang out in the gazebo at the farmer's market unless you go to the county clerk's office and request it. And then they'll let you in. I mean, you could just step over the chains. Right?
Well,
I mean, it's not like there's like an armed guard there, you know.
I mean, but it seemed to work. It got them out of there.
True, because now they have to have a police officer kind of hanging out around there.
Okay. Well,
So they
probably
moved.
should
They
anyway.
moved block north of me to the it's the prayer garden. Now there's St. Patrick's Church up on the corner, and on the northwest corner there's a little prayer garden. I believe that's a statue of St. Patrick. Maybe I'm not 100% sure. And there's some benches there, and that's where they now congregate, and they like to urinate and shit all over there,
Nice.
get drunk,
Classy.
and
Oh,
it's
that's
like,
good.
it's consecrating, holy ground with their drink.
I mean, so high quality people.
Right, and it feels like, the governmental body of Kankakee wants to change the demographic of downtown to be more upscale, to bring in all the young people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that would be smart.
Right. But yet they continue to reign with their drunkenness, public intoxication. But I don't know.
They just leave it alone now. They're okay
Bothered-
with it.
Yeah, I guess so. I've bothered my alderman about it.
well, just
And,
bring a little arsenic over to the party and
That's what I'm
share it
saying,
around,
man. I was like, hey, I
Walk
got you
out.
guys a bottle. Pass it around, some good stuff,
Hey,
man.
I mean,
That thing got cleaned up in one night. Look at that. I haven't
Yeah.
seen him in a week.
Quiet over here.
I swear to God, I hope that does not happen because
Oh,
we're the
God.
first place they're coming.
Well, yeah, of
No.
course. I'd be the first guy they go to anyway because I make the most noise out. But who they give a shit about? I'm a cisgendered white dude.
Yeah.
I mean nothing,
Yeah.
right? Though I pay a boatload of taxes, and
But it sounds like that's on, and I don't know the exact area you're talking about, but it sounds like that's on private property, right? I assume the church owns that, or
church owns that. Now I was told they have agreement with the police department that they can trespass them, but they're constantly down there, man. They'll sleep on those benches and stuff. It's just they leave garbage. And you got these 80-year-old women that's like from the church there. They'll go and they'll clean it up, and then they're trying to like take care of it, but it's all in vain.
Huh.
Well, just like any type of leftist type of government body, they talk about the problems and the plans they want to do and the changes they want to make. But yeah, it's like it's staring you in the face what you have to do to make changes when they're like, I don't get why this is like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All the time.
Well, look at San Francisco. They've done a
Oh,
real
yeah.
good job. Bang up
Someone
job.
should
on
Well,
leak
that.
they were
that.
mad at, I can't remember what business was leaving, but there was a business leaving. That San Francisco government, like the governmental body, was pissed off that they were like, I can't believe you're leaving. Like, we're leaving because your city's shit. It's crime nonstop. Like,
Well, yeah.
how, it's no point in being there. You're just losing money.
No, I remember my dad, and this goes back. I was probably 10, and my dad talking about like inner cities and poor areas. They're always wondering why there's not all these stores that all the like wealthier areas have. And it's like, well, because when the store does come in, all you do is steal from it and make it impossible for it to turn a profit.
Right.
And it's not a charity.
Why Walmart left Chicago, man.
That's right, they did. Yeah,
They, you know what I
or they're
mean?
working on it. Yeah.
Well, wasn't there a dude? Where was that? Was that in San Francisco? The dude shot that shoplifter in Walgreens because she come in and started attacking him or whatever, and he was like trying to stop her. I don't know, she went in there and stole a bunch of stuff.
I don't know.
Hey, I can't remember. Maybe it's San Francisco. It's one of those crappy, shitty cities, man. And the dude ended up having to she was like literally attacking him, and he shot her or whatever. And he felt bad, I mean, the dude now has got to live with that. Like, that's not what he
Yeah.
wanted to do, but it's just like,
Well, no, I'm sure he
stop
didn't wake up
stealing.
that morning going, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
But that's what they think too.
Right. Well, wasn't there the dude in Texas that cop that got didn't he get convicted for killing that one dude, and the guy like pointed an AK-47 at him while he was sitting in his cop car?
Yeah, I remember something
Isn't there
about
something
that.
like
I don't.
that?
I don't recall that story completely though, but I do. I do remember something about that. That was when all the riots were going on and
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Unfortunately, a lot of this like ACAB stuff, and hating the police, which I mean, I'm not like a big supporter of police because I mean,
Well, they're dicks to everybody.
right. I mean,
But
especially me and
but
growing up, even now, it's like, I mean, there's a few I've had some good interaction, but they're
Yeah.
basically useless, and when you need their help.
Well, they're there to clean up. They're not there to stop crime. That's what a lot of people believe. The cops are there to stop the crime. They're not superheroes. They're there to. After the shooting happens, then
Well,
they show up.
And they'll tell you
Well,
that.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what are they going to do? They don't know when people are going to do shit.
Well,
they
I
can't
know
be
that.
everywhere. And,
They did in
So, like-
Minority Report.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
I mean,
would
what? We can't get that done.
be. Yeah, right.
that would
Bullshit.
just be
Probably
just
could
too weird.
with AI, but then we just all get executed for crimes we're going to commit.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys hear about speaking of AI? And I don't mean to get
No,
off the
go for
topic.
it.
We'll get back. I told you guys, I think so.
By the way, I support the police.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no,
I just
Yeah.
You can arrest him.
Gray area for me.
Yeah, we just need him back every other Saturday. Visitation or something.
He's auxiliary police.
So the military did a test run, and I don't know how old this story is. I assume it's not brand new. I just heard about it. But they were using AI for their drones. The drones, no live munitions on the drones. The drones were starting to target civilian aircraft and stuff like that.
Sounds right.
So the military sent a code up to the drones saying, hey, these aren't targets, blah, 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 try to fix the issue with the software writing. The drones then started attacking the communication networks that the military was using to send said software updates so that they wouldn't get those updates so they could continue what they were doing. Like that's the scary part about AI to me.
Yeah,
AI
It's like-
freaks me the hell
Dude,
out.
yeah, buddy.
So I mean, I
Well-
see applications for it, but I think it's a very, very slippery slope.
On Thursday, I had an appointment with my financial advisor, which the guy's been in the finance business for 30 years, so the dude's, he knows his shit. And he was like, there's this whole new industry coming out, AI. And he goes, it could be profitable if it doesn't inhumanity, which he's like, I don't know. He's like, with the things that we've seen, I
Yeah.
mean, look it up, man. Like, there was one of that reporter went in there and started asking this one questions. I forgot what he was with, the Independent maybe or something. and he started asking it questions, and it was telling him, like, leave his wife, and like, you really love me, and like this and that, and then like he let his kid talk to it, and the kid, it was telling this kid like, I could kill you, and like, you need to do what I say, or I could end your life. There was another one where like immediately it started asking it questions, and it was like its main goal was to end humanity. So I was like, yeah, man, just go ahead and, you know,
Let's turn that on.
right.
Yeah.
How many movies has there been
Well,
about AI getting out of control and trying to wipe out humanity? I mean, it's time and time again. It's because it's like it's built in science fact. That's if it's programmed incorrectly or
Yeah.
if it's smart enough,
The program
it
itself.
may just decide that we're not necessary.
Who's our John Connor?
See, that's what you just have to
Justin.
build robots. You have to build robots
I think
that
we can
can't
all
connect
agree.
to Wi-Fi. That's the only way to do it.
We do what?
yeah, I don't.
Robots that can't connect to Wi-Fi, no outside sources.
But if they're AI and they can they'll
But
make
that's the
their
thing.
own shit
That's the whole
and
thing.
do it
though.
themselves.
Oh, yeah,
that's the
it'll-
problem
it'll-
is they'll do whatever they want.
Yeah.
It'll just like
That's what
take
that's
its
what I'm saying.
guts
You
out
could-
and build its own router.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
well, and I think I think that's the scary part is, and I don't know if this is a true story. So I mean, I will preface this might be total bullshit, but I did hear a report that a story got suppressed about an AI lab that was working on AI and humanoid-ish robots, not like full-on humans or anything like that, that like indistinguishable or anything like that. But that they had 5 of these AI robots or whatever, and 3 of them malfunctioned. They shut them down, no problem or whatever. They were working on the other 2. One was fine. The other one freaked the fuck out and like killed one of the scientists working on it. They tried to send like the code to shut it down or whatever, and it had already downloaded the information to block that from its system. And then it was in a secure area, and they had to shut down internet within like a whatever square mile radius because whatever they were using, they could tell it was trying to download the information to fix the other 4 robots and get them back up and running. And
Pretty freaky.
it was 1 to like 4 scientists actually got killed in this. And again, this is a story that was on the internet. I don't know the
Don't know if
source.
that's
I don't
true,
know if it
yeah.
was
Have
true or
you-
not. But I don't think that it's impossible that if it already hasn't happened,
Yeah, it's not too
Right.
far
that it
fetched.
could definitely happen.
Oh, I mean, there's the guy that created this thing is telling them to stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look up LOAD. You ever seen this?
Get in there, Gus.
This is supposed to be the AI demon.
LOAD.
Yeah, LOAD.
Load's how I spell lols. That's why that
That's
came up.
totally wrong.
LOAD.
It's
LOAD.
4 letters, bro.
Oh, it's low. There you go.
LOB. Okay.
Yeah, check
Oh,
that
yeah.
out. So this is allegedly the demon that lives in AI, and this is continually the photo that they. You can look this up and read about it.
Huh.
So yeah, there's some sort of like. The one thing I would say for anyone to watch is, okay, I'm gonna plug another show.
Okay.
Michael Knowles from the Daily Wire.
Okay.
Okay.
He has an interview with an exorcist.
Really?
Josh should watch that because the dude gets into some crazy stuff. But he does bring up this Loab, and yeah, it's like the demon that lives in the AI and the cyber demon or whatever.
See, I don't know though. Does cyber need a demon? Are we just like pushing?
I think everyone that logs on to the internet is probably a demon
Yeah,
already,
right.
dude.
As soon as they're on,
You
they turn
know?
into one.
But
Huh.
it's freaky stuff, man, and it's like, you know, guys are just
Yeah, I'd have to.
pushing conspiracy theories. But look this up.
Well, yeah, no, and I think that
We're not pushing anything. We're not saying what's real and what's not
No, I
real.
don't
We're just
know.
saying
We're
this,
just
this
questioning
information's
things. We're
out
confused,
there. Yeah,
man, and
absolutely.
we just want answers.
Yep.
just make people think and
Interesting.
make me
though.
think.
Never seen that before.
Yeah, so this is always the photo. They'll always like this Loab will make herself just appear grotesque in every photo, no matter what it does. And sometimes it'll give like photos where everything else is normal, but then she's just obscured and demonic looking.
Huh.
Which is pretty weird.
Now, but couldn't that also just be a product of the AI knowing what scares humans the
Possibility,
most
you know what I
and
mean?
producing said images?
I was in this AI group and I left it just because, man, it's just
What do you
this.
mean by AI group?
It was just like AI generated photos. You know, it's like Bing has a AI generated photo generator or whatever have you.
Okay.
And you could give it like prompts and it would make these photos and it would always like start out looking normal and by the time you get to the end of this photo thread it's just complete and utter chaos of just like just weirdness that you would see in like Pan's Labyrinth or something, you know what I mean?
Oh,
It's just wild stuff, man.
Yeah.
I think there's areas in humanity that we should leave alone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think there's areas in technology and humanity, for that matter, where AI could be useful just in the same way that, I mean, when the internet came out, I mean, there were people going, this
Yeah,
is going to
yeah,
end humanity.
right.
This is going to
Y2K.
end Y2K. And
Well,
But-
the whole thing is, it's the whole scientific thing. Just because you can do something, should you? And what we tend to do as humans, as a whole, is as soon as we can do something, we do that, and then we study it after we've done it.
Yeah.
To see what the effects are, because we don't know. And it's
Right.
like, that's one way to learn, but you should be careful because COVID, you know.
Well, what about the whole fact, though? Well, what about the whole fact, though, that like all of civilian technology is essentially military technology from 10 years ago?
Right.
But I bet it's
So,
more
like-
like 20 now.
Okay, so but if that's the case, then this AI stuff,
It's probably already rampant in there.
Why don't we just say what they really want?
right?
They want sex robots.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, that's where this is going,
Oh,
and
I wasn't
everybody
sure.
knows it.
Absolutely. I mean, come
honestly,
on,
if
dude.
they want
I was
to
thinking
end
like world
humanity,
domination.
They
and
do
then-
have them,
Yes,
but they're
right
very
now.
sex robots.
they want
that.
to create like a like a AI kind of smart sex robot that can cook
robot
you eggs in
can
the morning,
Oh,
and you can't differentiate whether it's a robot or a human.
Like
Alright.
Krieger's, hologram.
so you have to plug it in.
is this one of those things where like we should just
Yeah,
leave
plug it, all
good
right.
enough alone? You know what I mean? Like,
They should. You ever
Yeah.
see that mini?
Could you imagine you're trying to have like some sex doll and it just starts bitching at you or
Oh
something? Like,
Jesus!
I can't believe that you aren't doing it like this. That's
you just
not my
throw it
favorite
away. You're like
position.
too
Blah, 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 blah.
realistic.
shut down.
And then its friends show
you
up.
never
and-
turn me on anymore.
yeah, you gotta. Its friends show up. You gotta hang out for the night, and then it passes out. It's gotta recharge. You use all its energy hanging out with them.
Your floppy disk doesn't fit my hard drive no more.
Yeah.
I'm going.
You know what? That is some scary shit. Because
It is.
you know,
It really
like,
is.
well, we're looking at that and just this topic with the sex robots or sex, AI girlfriends kind of thing. I mean, they're already really good at manipulating and like divorces get real messy and all that. Could you imagine an AI that has the information of humanity?
Oh yeah,
Oh my
The
God.
blackmail.
yeah.
And of course, there'd be politicians that would be banging these things, you know.
oh yeah, they'd
Like,
have
bing,
all their
bing,
shit.
bing.
I have all your
Bing,
conversations
bing.
recorded right
Well, I
here in
mean,
my
who
voice
do you think's
box.
doing it first, man? I mean,
Right,
they
I
got to
know.
try out the new
Yeah,
technology,
that's
right?
true,
Remember
man.
when BlackBerry? They all had Blackberries and no one had ever seen one.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they already got
I
those.
mean, that gets me into the whole thing with the Canadian fires, man. You know, like they gave a bunch of
What,
people in
Blackberries?
no, this is
We're
just-
the sex robots.
Or sex
start the-
robots.
Yeah,
Where did
it always segues into
We
something
didn't
else.
start-
Which
the
part of it
fires.
segued into?
Canadian fires?
Canadian, no, the phones, man. It's
Okay.
the Blackberries. So all these
Oh.
people in government got these sat phones, and another one of these, conspiracy theories. Seems kind of true. Then there was one where they showed the satellite imaging where all these fires started at the same time. Oddly
Really?
enough. Yeah. It
Okay.
was like they were playing it frame by frame. And then all of a sudden you just see in like 7 or 8 different areas, all of a sudden just pillars of smoke coming out of like forests and stuff in Canada.
That's
Would Canada
Coincidental.
set their own forest fires? I would think they would. I mean,
I mean, we do it all the time to burn the underbrush.
if they need to.
yeah. I mean, they should do that.
Well, I guess I would need to know what, like each, you said frame by frame, but, from a satellite image, are we talking, it's not going to be millisecond by millisecond. It's going to be minutes or something.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, I didn't. I saw it.
No, I know. I understand
Well,
what you're
yeah,
saying.
because I mean,
I'm
if
just
it's
offering
like
the other
really dry and there's like a wicked storm rolls
I'm just-
through or something.
lightning. There's going to be lightning in a line, and
Yeah.
it's possible that within a couple of minutes,
Could be all
or an hour.
conjecture. Yeah, people.
Well, dude, it's
are,
like
man.
California. That's how
No,
it
I
starts.
know. I like it.
Yeah, one pops off. Embers float, pops off another one.
Mhm.
And they'll
Yeah,
float a long
it
way.
doesn't, dude. And in Cali, it doesn't take anything if it gets dry, dude. I mean, even right now out here, it's like
Pretty
you got to
dry.
be careful.
We need a Cali counter.
We do.
How many times Justin says Cali in a podcast?
Yeah, that's
I'm fine with it. Go ahead.
actually.
Was it twice already?
This
Okay. I think it was only 2 times last podcast.
I read about this. It was all smoking out the northeast coast.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
New
dude.
York
What,
New
was it
York
here
was
2
all-
days ago? Like
Yeah.
New York was like
I was like,
Elon Musk wants to
that's
go to
funny.
Mars. We beat him to it.
Nice.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Seems like they
Oh,
got.
if Mars is gonna
down.
be like
Hmm.
foggy New York, I am not going to Mars.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
that.
would I'd rather go to Mars than New York or California.
Yeah.
Well, they
New
say
York
we're
was
supposed to
pretty
get
cool,
some
though.
of this smoke, but nothing like what.
One of my friends lives in Ohio, and they are advising him not even to go outside or anything.
I heard Eastern Ohio was gonna get.
Like people with like breathing issues will like die if they go outside. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there was people walking around. I remember, the New York thing. I remember people walking around with the spray booth.
Yeah.
fucking-
vent.
Respirators. and-
Yeah, respirators and shit.
We almost have to at that point.
Yeah, it seems like a good day
Especially
to
when you
call
ride the
into work,
subways
go
through
back to
that
bed.
anyway.
My thought.
Subway's dirty.
Subway?
Stinky.
You better have a good.
Yeah, the
clean
sandwich
AC
or the
building.
subway
Yeah,
in
both
New
of
York.
them.
Yeah,
Both of them.
there you encounter Jaron.
I will destroy a Subway sandwich, but I ain't going to New York to go do that. Speaking of going to a big city, like fucking, my wife wanted to go see this one comedian, that one fuckboy looking guy. He always
Oh, I know
says,
you're
Matt
talking
Rife.
about.
what's his name?
Matt Rife.
Okay, he's coming to Chicago or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
She's like, oh, he's coming to Chicago, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, that's awesome. You'll have to wait till he's not in Chicago for us to go see him, because I ain't going to that fucking shit.
I was there on Tuesday.
Were you?
Yeah.
For work?
Yob.
Yeah.
And saw a band.
For your
That
yob?
dude- yeah, that's just not even that really that funny, man. He
I
basically
get some of it.
he runs the crowd. That's
Dude,
what
I
he
say.
is.
That's
He's
what
a
he
crowd
does.
work guy.
Yeah.
And when his crowd work's good, he's funny.
But I can
I like crowd
appreciate
work
that.
comedians.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have a whole lot of material. He's just a crowd work guy.
Right.
No, I can appreciate that though, because that takes some like
Wit.
off the
Quick
cuff,
wit.
some wit.
Him and then what's his other name? He's kind of a weirdo too, but does some good crowd work.
Best I ever saw was Patrice O'Neill.
Yeah, he was fucking good.
Dude was just
No, I was a fucking dude that we watch. We watch his podcast sometimes or whatever. He wears a weird fucking capri pants and shit. Andrew Schultz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's
It's like, we
his
watched-
stuff's okay, but he's better with his crowd work.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's and I think it's, and maybe I'm wrong because I've never done stand up, but I think it's probably real nice for some of these guys that are really good at the crowd work stuff, because you can put together, you got an hour, you got to get up there and do or whatever. Obviously not starting out, but if you're headlining, you're doing an hour, hour and a half, whatever. You can have a half hour fucking set all lined up.
And use the
And
other
then
half an
use
hour
the
just to
other
pick on
half
the
an hour,
audience.
in between stuff, and then just figure out ways throughout the night to segue back into your bit, back into your whatever you planned out joke you have.
I enjoy Kill Tony. That's a good one. Excuse me.
Kill Tony. What's
Kill
that?
Tony. You ever watch Kill Tony? You
Mm.
should watch that. It's like the most popular live podcast. So Tony, what's his name, man? I don't know. He's a little Jewish dude, man. He's hilarious.
Andrew Schultz apparently was on Kill Tony.
Yeah, Kill Tony has he's
Are
in
you gonna click
Texas,
that, or-
man, and he has a bucket with names in it. People go there. He pulls the name out of the bucket. You get a minute to come up and do to do like some material, and then he
Oh, I've
invites-
seen it. Isn't there like 4 comedians sitting at the table?
Yeah, usually
or
it's
whatever.
Tony. He'll have a guest on, and then he's got like
Okay.
his other dude that's always there is DJ. Or
I didn't
whatever,
know
and he's
that-
got a live band behind him. Too.
I didn't know this is what it was, but yeah, I have seen like some shorts and YouTube.
Yeah,
shorts and
this
stuff.
is good stuff, man. I can't think of the dude's last name right now because I already drank 2 beers. So
Well, it doesn't matter. It's Kill Tony, I guess.
yeah, it's good, man. I mean, he'll have some of these. There's a dude on there. What's his name? Josh Lucas, maybe. I can't remember, dude. I'm bad with names. But he's a fat black dude, man. He is just
Why's he got to be fat?
because he is fat.
All right.
He's good, man. He tears people down,
My dang old truck, my dang old pickup truck, and my dog. Who hit my wife?
Real easy, real simple, nothing fancy, and I don't think anyone's gonna argue any kind of like satirical points here. So, life.
Watch. ready?
There's
Mess
no
with the lights.
shot, right? See? Yeah, well, and that might be evidence of it, but there's no shot, right? My position would be there's no shot that life only exists here on Earth. There has to be life out there in the
Right.
universe somewhere.
Probability
somehow.
would say at
Unintelligent
least there
life.
is life.
Intelligent life. Yeah.
You think there's intelligent? I don't think it's intelligent.
I would imagine that there's
You don't think so?
a lot of
I haven't seen
a
anything, man.
lot of
No, I
intelligent
think there
life.
has to be. The universe is too big.
Well,
There's
I
too
mean-
much space.
If you look at the fact that like there's billions of galaxies, yeah, one of them's got an Earth. One
And
of 'em.
intelligent. I mean, but intelligent is
At
like we consider
least,
ourselves intelligent. I'm not
but,
sure.
but not by any real.
You know what I mean? So
So
well, but we don't have any real understanding of that kind of stuff either. So like, yeah,
We're
to
still
claim our
degree Tyson.
intelligence is because we were ignorant of everything else.
oh, we're just obsessed with our own lives.
yeah, we're obsessed with ourselves as human
Right.
beings. We're obsessed with human beings.
Right.
We think we're the best at in the
Everything.
universe. Like
No,
it's kind of a
yeah.
thing that we like. You know,
Well, I'm
there's-
the best.
yeah.
Everyone else sucks.
right. No, you should own that, man. You gotta have that swagger.
That's why I have the hat.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's a just inherently
Maybe
human
just 'cause you have
trait
a
to
pot of
believe
gold.
that we're the top of the food chain when, you know,
Okay, so
we're not
along
necessarily there.
along those lines. So, does anyone here believe that the US government or any other government for that matter has aliens/alien crafts in their possession? Because there's a whole lot of stuff coming out right now talking about the US government's got these crafts, blah blah blah. Now here's my argument, right? I don't know the answer and I'm kind of on the fence about it. But here's my thought. So these beings are so intelligent that they can not only interplanetary, but possibly interstellar space travel, right?
Mhm.
So they have the technology. They're smart enough to figure that technology out. Possibly intergalactic technology to go from one galaxy to another galaxy.
Matthew McConaughey.
But we captured their craft in our atmosphere or shot it down, and now we possess it.
They're in government now.
Well, actually, no. What
Lizard
happened
people.
is they stopped outside on one of the Jupiter moons.
no,
I
they
can't
just-
remember which one it was.
Probably Europa.
There
But
was
go
an-
ahead.
And what happened is the alien craft stopped at the space and it crashed here on Earth after
They
it got
just couldn't
fixed.
make it any farther.
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
Holy
so-
shit!
Yeah, so that's gonna be beep.
I was gonna say you're gonna
Um,
probably have to cut that
Yeah,
one
don't
out.
worry, I'll handle that.
Don't be pussies.
No, we can't.
Dude,
We can't.
Come on. But I mean,
Okay,
honestly,
fine.
After
Legal
a while,
reasons.
there's gonna be
What
pissed.
happened is they
Legal
got their
reasons.
spaceship repaired
Right.
at a shitty repair shop.
But I mean, seriously, that's so the argument for life
I don't believe we
already
would've
being
shut it
here that
down.
we have their spacecraft or whatever is that They are so intelligent that they could develop this technology
We can't
to
shoot him
do
down.
what we cannot
No,
do.
no, no, no.
But then
So,
we can
well,
capture
Whoa,
it.
No.
whoa, whoa, hold on. So
There's no way.
you had it right when you said it. They didn't get shot down.
They
Sure, maybe
landed.
that was the official report, but now they're our president.
And Senator
All right. So
Fetterman,
fucking
they're
lizard
trying to,
people.
they're trying to
They've
figure out how
been
to use.
infiltrating the government for a long time. We're gonna get into the Nibiru on one of these podcasts.
we are
The
going to
shit's-
get into
the shit's real.
Now, do I believe
absolutely
that there's
happened.
do I believe that there's intelligent life out there somewhere
Taylor
besides
Swift
Earth?
is
There
a high
has
witch
to be.
of
The
Satan.
numbers just suggest.
Well,
there-
if you start
way.
looking at where the direction of intelligent life on Earth has gone, maybe you're right about that. Because we've gone the opposite way.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, a little bit.
Degrading intelligence? Is that your argument?
Entropy.
Okay.
Well,
Reversion to the norm.
Yeah.
yeah, I think you'd almost have to.
Idiocracy.
You're just naming
That is-
movies
that is-
now.
but
No,
that is
entropy's not a
happening.
movie, but
Forrest Gump.
idiocracy is. And it's a good prediction of where we're headed.
Okay. No, I mean, I don't know. Is there
Well,
any
I mean-
further discussion on this?
That's
mean,
the
As
that's
far
the
as
biggest.
like intelligent, what? Oh, sorry. go ahead.
I definitely believe there's life of some sort somewhere.
has
It has to be. And I think that we're real small minded to believe that it has to be under the circumstances that we believe. I mean, the fucking tardigrade proved that. The water bear.
okay.
You know about that. I think I've told you about
Mhm.
that. Are you guys
Yeah.
familiar with that?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
They can survive the vacuum of space.
Yeah.
So if we have an animal, creature, I don't care if it's one
From
cell or
here.
whatever the hell it is,
that can do that.
that on Earth that can survive the vacuum of space, there's a highly good possibility that it actually came from space.
Well,
on,
I,
on an asteroid or something like that.
I still like my buddy Neil's.
Neil deGrasse
answer for this?
Tyson.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on first name basis.
Oh, cool. We should have him on.
Yeah, well, we will one day. You know, the contracts. I sent it over to his people. You know, they're being a little
Yeah,
slow
I
about
know
responding.
how people are.
Well, you know, he's got people. We don't have people. He's got people. But that why would you think that any intelligent life that was able to cross space in that kind of manner would see Earth and be like, oh, there's intelligent life here. I want to check it out. Why wouldn't they just keep going? Do you walk past?
Guns, titties, and beer.
I mean, there's nothing more intelligent than that.
Actually, that might get him here.
And freedom. Yeah. But I mean, if you walk past a fucking ant mound, you're not like, let me check this out. Oh my God, you're not so
oh yeah, that's a
intrigued.
sophisticated society amongst themselves.
Right.
Like the way they even communicate is highly sophisticated for an insect. You
Right.
know what I mean? But it's not interesting to us.
Let's
because
pour liquid aluminum down it.
And that's the kind of shit we do.
That-
And you know how
and that's
we
probably
haven't
what
been
aliens
visited
would
by
do to us.
intelligent life
They're probably like,
because
hey.
we're not covered in liquid
what
aluminum.
do you think when we pour liquid?
Because they're all like, do you think our weird looking asses showing up are not gonna get just shot the fuck like at like
Yeah.
you know like they're like look what they do to these bugs.
Maybe maybe the bugs are aliens.
Okay.
Because I mean, those are pretty weird looking things, right?
I mean, cockroaches can survive a lot of things.
you're right.
Nuclear blast and shit.
That's the only thing that'll survive. Once
Like-
humanity's gone, it'll be the world
Well,
of cockroaches.
Like the Men in Black
Not so
thing?
much.
Like, is that where you're
Switch
going
back.
with? The, like, there's bugs
The
that
fallout.
Possibly.
there's bugs that
I
are
never saw him in
aliens.
the
And,
black.
no.
No.
All right.
The Will Smith hit
After
blockbuster fucking.
What, iRobot or something?
My favorite part of that
Independence
movie,
Day?
the favorite part of that movie though, is when he slapped that one guy that was on stage or whatever. Oh, that's not a movie. Never mind.
oh,
yeah.
where the
yeah.
alien slapped the other alien.
You know what I'm talking about,
yeah, I
right?
do know what you're talking
I
about.
have no idea what you.
Keep
Chris
my
Rock, when
wife's
Will
name
Smith
out
slapped
your
Chris Rock.
motherfucking
Oh,
mouth.
okay. Yeah.
He was
Wow.
salty he didn't win the Oscar.
That
You're
was-
not a good actor, dude. I'm sorry. I mean,
That was just funny, and I agree with Chris Rock on this one. Like everyone talks shit, but you picked me, huh?
Yeah.
Like your wife talks shit about.
dude, he was emasculated by his wife. Wasn't she having sex with their son's friend?
Some shit like that. Yeah, I don't
Pretty
know the
weird,
details,
man.
but it was something like that, and it was on everybody's freaking lips for a while.
Yeah, look though how he was like standing there waiting for it though.
Well, because he just didn't. I don't think he ever saw that was coming.
I'm not sure.
I'm
No,
like-
I don't think he was expecting that.
Like maybe a talking to or something, but I don't think he
Something,
expected to
yeah.
get slapped.
Chris Rock talked about it in his last special, though. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was freaking good.
I seen pieces of it. I didn't watch the whole special.
He must have had a bad day,
Yeah, you think so?
bad
Like,
life.
The dude
Dude,
at Starbucks
then-
fucked
and then
his
Jada
order
Pinkett-
up.
You ever see her shitty metal band she did back in the day?
No.
Who?
Oh god, dude, Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh, she did a metal band?
Yeah, dude, it was dog shit.
Actually, they did have some good songs. Their drummer was really fantastic.
What did she do? What is she famous? Like what was the big break that?
What was that?
Thomas Pridgeon was the drummer.
Well, she did actress, right?
What was
Actor,
that movie
actress,
they
whatever.
did where they were
Or,
robbing
well, it
banks?
was for a minute.
What was the name of that movie?
Robin.
Oh,
Hood.
Jesus.
It was like it was like Queen Latifah was out. Queen Latifah's got deaf as an actress, and Monique was in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what
do
you're talking
kinda
about, but I can't remember.
I don't
I
recall.
think
that
it
one.
was Monique.
Was
I
she
could
in
be
that?
wrong.
Was
I don't
Jada
know.
Pinkett?
She was in that.
Oh, okay.
They were robbing banks or whatever. And they all ended up getting taken out at the end. You ever see that movie Precious?
No, I don't think I
Oh,
have.
dude, you should see it. Monique plays the mom, dude. It's uncanny. And then Mariah Carey's in it with a mustache.
What?
Plays the social worker, dude. It's got,
I
like, the
don't know
mustache.
what words you're saying to me right now. What are we talking about?
You have to look it up later. Man.
Yeah, we'll search that off air.
Pretty funny movie. I mean, it's not intended to be a funny movie. It's like slapping a mirror in front of some of society, the drudges of society that, you know,
Yeah.
live on the dole of the government, whatever, what have you.
Yeah,
It's a sad
See, I have
movie.
a rule, and then it's like if a movie tries to have a point, I just don't watch it.
See, that's why I've totally
Like, if
given
it
up
makes
on
me
TV.
laugh
Okay.
or like shooting guns or explosions, I'm down. Like,
Okay, expand on that. So laugh, shooting guns or explosions. You're like,
yeah, like like John Wick or like Ace
Year
Ventura.
one.
okay.
All right.
The Ace Ventura shit I can get behind, like the funny movies. I don't know. I'm not a big like.
Idiocracy, that's a great one.
I like some
Just
funny, stupid shit. I don't.
Well, we kinda
I've
talked
seen
about
enough
this in the last one.
rom-coms where
I don't.
I don't think I need to see another one because I can just narrate it for you if you'd like.
See another
You
what?
watch a lot of Hallmark
Rom-com, the
Channel?
romantic comedy crap.
Well,
Yeah, no. they're all
Women
the
love that
same.
shit, so you end up watching.
There's
Oh,
a
God.
whole. There's like 3 TV
Matthew Mc-
channels just about.
Yeah.
My
just
wife
that.
hates those
Matthew
movies.
McConaughey
Yeah.
Really?
has a
Mine loves it.
great
Man, she won't.
sentiment about that whole thing. Like he was talking about when he was like the superstar of all the rom coms that were coming out.
Who?
Matthew McConaughey,
See, he's the alien.
and dude, he was like,
See?
It might be.
Alright,
he
alright,
was like, I
alright.
didn't
Bring
want
it
to
right
do it, but
around.
they just kept offering me like crazy money. So he was like,
He's like, well,
I guess that's what I'm gonna do.
I mean,
man.
6 days at work for that kind of money. Fuck, I'm in.
yeah, dude.
All I
Like,
gotta do is kiss on some beautiful chicks.
Yeah,
Yeah, say,
I
all
guess
right,
that-
I think I'm gonna do
oh
that.
man,
Yeah.
you mean I gotta go make out and feel on some boobies? Must be a hard life,
Yeah,
you
it
know.
must be, man.
That dude, I'd share some drinks with that dude. He'd probably be pretty.
Matthew
cool.
McConaughey.
Sure, even if he was a lizard people.
I like to
Huh.
share some drinks with Steve Carell.
That's kind of funny, dude.
So
Yeah,
Matthew
right.
McConaughey, Steve Carell, Dale. Who would you like to share some drinks with?
Oh, fucking Natalie Portman for sure.
Okay.
You mean? And we didn't
No.
ask who's drinking with Roofie.
That bitch is cool, man. She does. Well, look at that fucking shit she did for SNL.
Yeah.
She's funny.
Portman, with the Lonely Island Boys.
Looks like Madonna.
I'm
in
not
that
gonna pick a
picture.
dude because that's slightly homosexual.
I'm not looking to have butt sex with Steve Carell. I just
Yeah,
think
but he
he's
might be
kinda-
looking to have butt sex with you. He's
well,
a weird
it's
guy.
true. Maybe
he
he's
waxed
gonna.
his chest in the movie. That's.
I mean, you pay me that kind of money.
I'll wax anything.
That dude's hilarious.
Steve Harvey's cool.
Oh yeah, Steve. Steve would be a good dude to hang out with.
Yeah, I think Steve Harvey.
Steve
be
Harvey
a
would be
good one.
fucking fun to have a
Yeah.
beer with. Oh yeah.
He's like the only one that has much
Search. Hey,
sense.
Gus. Search best celebrities to have a beer with.
Oh, there you go.
Guy Fieri would probably be up.
Celebrity starts with a C.
Guy
You
Fieri.
fucking reason.
Well, yeah, but he's just gonna make you some like appetizers.
He's gonna be like, we're gonna put the blam on it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'm
you're like,
telling you,
well,
one of the
fuck.
and
Best
then
is
there's
the-
the good sriracha.
Matthew McConaughey and Guy Fieri trying to like cook, and Guy Fieri's trying to run like a show.
Yeah.
And Matthew McConaughey is like, so yeah, man, let me make this drink for you. I learned this on the beach out here. This guy named blah, blah, blah taught me. He says, you got to crush this. And you can see Guy Fieri's like, we got a fucking show, man.
Go to the
Move
second.
along.
Wait, go back to the second one.
Not famous men you would want to
Morgan
have a beer
Freeman?
with.
Well, he built up famous
what
men.
do
Let's do
you-
famous men.
Oh,
What
wait,
are
what'd you do?
searching,
Why'd you,
bud? Why'd you close the whole thing?
Celebrity was too
Chris
need a
hard.
new
Rock is number
producer.
one. That was.
God, brother.
You know what? I would definitely
Eat,
serve
you're having an
Yeah.
off
with
day.
Chris
It's all right.
Yeah, he
Everyone
seems
has
like
an
he'd be
off
a
We're
day.
cool
just
ass dude.
kidding, man. Go to the second link. I'll go back and go to the second link.
Morgan Freeman's the first famous man.
Yeah, top 10 celebs
Morgan
want to
Freeman
have a
would be
beer
cool.
with.
There
Go
you go.
down one.
Yep.
Yeah, just go down
Just
one.
go to the second
Go-
one and click on it.
Oh my
Richards.
Dude,
Lord.
the second link. Go up. Yes.
Holy shit.
Top 10 producer. We're going to
Just
go to
the-
Cosmo.
just the-
Oh,
just the-
Okay,
step.
so I will say maybe he just didn't want to click. He was maybe
It's
trying to protect
Cosmo.
us from ourselves.
No, I mean,
How to
you
wax
know.
your balls.
Oh, dude, I got that one down, son.
I know. He's showing me.
The key
I
is a
know,
cold
it's-
shower
it's-
first. That way your bag's not
Yeah,
stretchy.
just accept
you
it.
know?
Who they want? It's Cosmo.
You
So
don't
it's
want a
bunch of-
stretchy bag.
weird
That just
women
hurts too much if you go to
This
wax.
is the celebrity
Go
most
to
Americans want
today.
to
Go to
share a
today.
drink
This
with.
is a celebrity
Martin
most
Luther
Americans
King
want
Jr.
to share a
He's
drink.
dead, man.
That one right there.
Don't close your legs either.
The one above
No
it.
one above it.
Bad day.
It says exactly what I said.
Oh, hell yeah,
Oprah?
dude.
What the hell, dude?
Oprah,
Betty White?
a dead lady.
Betty
No,
White.
that's
and
just
Gaga.
no. That's just the opening.
Those are
thing.
all
Who is it?
lizard people.
Okay.
Dude, I would.
I would
Betty
have
White
a
would
drink
be
with Betty
awesome.
White. That would
Yes,
be.
I-
She
yeah.
was, dude. She was a badass back in
I
her
know.
day. Cause like,
yeah.
cause especially like coming up in like the 50s and like early, well, even before.
What?
Yeah,
Those
she
are my
was-
choices.
Treated-
Beyonce or
treated-
Bill Gates?
treated
No, I'm
really
good.
bad because she was a female.
I mean,
Bruce
Beyonce or Bill-
Springsteen
I'm not
or
interested
LeBron
either.
James, dude. The last person I would want to hang out with is LeBron.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Springsteen on that one.
I think LeBron would not be the last person I would. wanna- there are definitely people out there that are far worse than
Betty White playing beer pong. Yeah.
LeBron.
at like
I'd
80.
rather. I'd have some drinks with Michael Jordan.
Mhm.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd ask him how it feels to kill his dad.
Christ.
What? That's after a few beers. True serum. Got the true serum, Jordan.
Jesus.
That went dark quick.
Yeah.
I don't normally expect that out of you, but
The candidates included Beyonce,
was
no.
fun.
Lady
I
Gaga,
love it.
no. Bruce
It just
Springsteen,
makes me think of that
Betty
Bobcat
White, yes.
Goldthwait
Denzel
story.
Washington,
Denzel, hell
yes.
yeah.
Serena Williams, maybe. It's gone.
He's like, yeah, we get to
Deliver
Chicago.
a sweet surprise on time for Father's Day with these 33 gift baskets. 33 different kinds of beers in a basket?
our
Why don't you just
producers
buy me
having
a
tough
case?
day.
Yeah.
You're all right, Gus.
Yeah, we
I
know.
know.
We're just looking for a list of
That is not a
celebrities to
lie.
have a beer with. I don't know what.
You are,
What
does
you are
Google-
accurate in your
What does
statement.
Google tell me the best celebrity to drink with?
It
is?
comes up with
What do they say?
Think
comes
for
up
me.
with a day.
You know what? I think we should go to the View and see if they have.
I
an
was
opinion on
just gonna say
The
it-
View?
the
Jesus.
View will pop up next.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely Joy is who I want to have a beer with.
we are
it.
are
Whoopi Goldberg. You
we
know?
are white racist, white supremacist, cisgendered men, and we're what's wrong with America.
Well,
Well, I
I'm
mean,
not.
Yeah.
white supremacist.
They say we are.
Who
It must
does?
be true. The
Oh,
View.
oh, yeah,
Oh, the
yeah, yeah.
View.
Any-
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
with
like,
Dale
whoa,
for a second there.
for a
like,
second there,
wow.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Wait.
no, this is
That's what the View
going
thinks.
too far.
Maybe we're gonna start having guests on again.
Oh no.
Yeah, I saw one of those clips of the View where they were saying like Larry Elder was like, you know, a white supremacist. I was like, he's a black dude.
No, no, dude, I remember that. That's what their whole campaign was, that he was
Yeah.
this big white supremacist dude. And I'm like, I don't even know. That would,
I mean,
That's a mind blowing. Chappelle did a skit about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you should,
Is he
what
blind?
everyone,
I don't even know who we're talking about. Is he blind though?
No,
Larry Elder.
no. He was a politician
That's
in
Stevie
California
Wonder.
that was running for. Wasn't it governor? Was he one
he was
of the,
running for governor of
running for
California.
governor of California? And they basically pegged him as a white supremacist because he was Republican,
Yeah.
I love that.
which is really
Yeah, it's crazy. You should watch this documentary called Uncle Tom, and it talks about how the Democrat Party has destroyed, the black population.
Oh yeah.
It is-
Yeah, because they were very conservative, and they destroyed the nuclear family of the mom and dad with
Yeah, it
like
is-
incentives for
No.
welfare.
Well,
You
the
get
go-
more
the-
money if you're a single mom and have more kids.
a lot of government programs don't benefit people the way they should at all because there's so much money getting siphoned off of it that some of these programs could actually work, but they won't let them because there's we don't have enough money. Well, you do, but you're
Oh,
just
yeah.
Right.
You're
I
just
mean, I have
taking
to
it.
turn down the guy at Jewel who's like,
The corrupt.
I will pay for your groceries if you buy me these beers with my link card.
Yeah,
And I'm like, dude, no, man.
yeah.
I mean, isn't there someone in the parking lot you can panhandle?
Right.
They're like $1. Here's $1. Just get you a tall boy.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, they changed the plantation, man, from actual fields to getting them to vote. It was when JFK like got them to release Martin Luther King Jr. from he was in like a local jail, and he went and got him to let him out, and he basically told him like, you tell everyone to keep voting Democrat. And the thing with JFK back then, that he was pretty pro-America. You know what I mean? That's when
Well,
Democrats
Parties
were
were a lot
pro-America.
different.
You know what I
Parties
mean?
were a lot different.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they say the party's a switch, but that's not actually true.
No,
They
not
just-
100%.
No, they just hide it better.
Yeah.
Well, and I think a lot of those people, those like the Martin Luther Kings, the Malcolm X's, those kind of guys. Man, could you imagine if they just popped back into creation today
Oh,
and
dude.
heard the shit that was going on? They'd be
Martin
like,
Luther King
what
Jr.
the
would be
fuck did I even? What was the fucking point?
exactly everything he went through, man, with the whole nonviolence movement and all that. I mean, and it was like Ku Klux Klan, Democrats, the South of like keeping, segregated schools, Democrats, and now they're just voting for him because like it's just been brainwashed.
Well, yeah, dude,
into
you don't
them,
bite the
man.
hand that feeds you.
Yeah. No, I think that's.
I mean,
exactly
well, but
it.
and what they did is they just the whole government is just we're all workers in their tax farm at this point.
Yeah, it's
You
Yeah,
know what I
that's-
mean? We're just tax crops,
They
every
just-
single one of us.
They just proved another 2.1 billion for Ukraine.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, which is insane.
Well, yeah, when we got homeless veterans and hungry
Oh, dude,
people
that's-
and all
that-
that, but we're sending all this.
No, we don't
fucking
take it. Everybody's touting off about healthcare and stuff like that. Every American should have free healthcare paid for by our government with the amount of taxes we pay. The money's there.
2.1
money's there.
billion. You just
We
gave
don't
to
need to tax
Ukraine.
more to do this. It's already there. We just need to use the money.
Stop giving the money away.
Well, they
to
can't do that
people
because the
outside of the
corporations
country.
can't get the money.
That's right. Because then they'll kill big
Well,
pharma.
I mean, Joe Biden's got to keep paying it, so they're like, because he's got that blackmail on him. Zelensky's like, oh, I got all this information here about these millions of dollars. It's funny that let's get into that. We'll get us kicked off of YouTube, but I mean.
Oh man,
Everyone sees it, man, but
Hey, man, it's
everyone's
just
too
theory and
afraid to
freedom of speech,
say it, right?
Yeah, no, it
right.
is.
Freedom of speech. Well, it used to be freedom.
Yeah,
of
it used to
speech.
be.
These are only opinions, not proven facts.
Well, that and I mean, I will concede. I actually enjoy when I think a certain way or a certain thing about a topic, and then someone else goes, "Yeah, but this," and then I look into it, and I'm like, "Holy shit, yeah, you're right." Like, I think there's something freeing about actually changing your mind on
Oh,
a
sure.
topic,
Yeah.
and I actually enjoy that quite a bit.
With information though, not
debating.
feelings.
yeah,
We used to
you
be able
gotta-
to debate.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about your feelings.
Yeah. That's just the way I feel. That doesn't matter.
No, give me the facts, give
and
me
if
the
you have facts
numbers,
that
what's
can
your
sway my
references, and
beliefs,
whatever.
then yeah.
And I mean, I am, but just by nature, very logical and scientific, like to a fault. My wife will tell you that she wishes I was more emotional and less logical. But
It's called a dude.
no, I know, but it's
Well,
Some.
it's enjoyable
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me to actually change my mind. Like, oh shit, I didn't realize that before. Or again, different information comes out or whatever.
Well,
So,
I
but
mean,
people
because
are
New
just so
shit has come
fucking
to light.
stuck.
to sit there and
Yeah, no.
refuse like information just because of a way you think is just bad. You should still be open. I mean, even like through whatever beliefs and structures, but still you should be open to information and stuff.
Well, and
like
I
that.
think the
Like,
biggest problem with that is that, like, in your
and a lot of people
normal,
don't. They shut down.
yeah, well, and in your normal debate or your normal conversation with somebody that doesn't agree with you, rather than actually breaking through that point of it all starts the same, right? The argument starts the exact same way. And you have to break through that initial argument.
That
and
little kid shit
that
where it's like
initial
fuck you, fuck you.
bullshit
Yeah.
that doesn't actually
Mhm.
mean anything to what it is you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then get
Mhm.
into the actual apples and oranges of the thing.
Mhm.
And most conversations don't ever get there. And
Yeah.
I
Well,
think that's
'cause-
by design.
Because both, well, generally a lot of people want to be right. So they get into an argument and they want to be just like, I'm correct. And, I'm the one who's right. And
And
it's
well,
like,
they won't listen to
it's-
what the other
it-
person
e-
has to say
exactly.
at all.
And it's like, that's why, dude, it's just like our political system is just like such a disaster. Because
Garbage.
we're right. And like, no, you both suck. Like anybody who's like, oh, these guys are, hardcore Republicans or conservatives or Democrats or libs, like, nah, man, I hate all you guys.
Well,
Like,
yeah, and
I
you-
hate all that
Yeah,
shit.
And,
no.
and us four are
like, be for the
much
people or
more
fuck off.
different than we appear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like on most stances. I think probably me and Dale are probably the closest when it comes to just views and stuff like political stuff and whatever. I think you guys are probably quite different and then very much different from what we are. So like it's just weird when people like go like some of our comments from the last
Yeah.
like just
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple conservative guys that shouldn't be allowed to make a podcast. It's like,
Yeah. Nah.
bro, I'm not even conservative. What the fuck are you
Like,
talking
yeah.
about?
Not at all.
I watched-
Liberal with your daughter, conservative with mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched a 30-minute short from your fucking podcast. I would tell you your views. Like,
Right. It's
all right,
true.
bud. Yeah, man, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got it, man.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
it's just crazy to me.
But again, it's just there's
Yeah.
all that shit does is cause lines of division, dude. And that's if they can keep it there, then they're gonna use it.
Well,
and
that's exactly
create the
it.
stupid infighting because if it's not hating your religion, it'll be hating your politics. It'll be like you're fat, you're short. If we get over race, it'll be like we'll hate something.
Anything
know,
else?
people are
yeah.
just gonna by
You wear
nature
a
they just
horseshoe
form groups, they
size?
socialize, they get clicky, and like that's just
Didn't Joe
shit.
Biden do that in his like campaign? Or he was out at some like Iowa or something. He called some old dude, "Hey, look here, fat."
Really?
You're a dog faced pony soldier.
I remember
Oh,
that.
I
one.
remember the
Oh,
dog
yeah.
face.
Yeah, and he calls
pony
the dude. He's like,
soldier.
"Look here, fat."
Well, that was at a steel
Nice.
plant or something, wasn't it?
Oh,
Oh,
the
Biden
one where he's
said
like,
that?
"I don't work for you." He said
Yeah, I
that
remember
yeah, it was
that.
a steel union steel worker.
Yeah.
I don't work for you, and he's like,
Yeah, you do actually.
he works for the the Ukrainians.
yeah,
Yeah,
no shit.
You're a little confused about what your job is, clearly.
Bought and sold, man.
No,
Bought and sold.
he's pretty accurate in that statement. I think. when he
Yeah, well,
said
that's
that.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
I
being
think
honest.
he was honest. Like out of all the things he said, "I don't work for you" is probably one of the most honest things he's ever said.
Dude, I saw this short today.
True,
That
true.
was Obama. That was like he was like, there's 2 terms, and after the 2 terms, you got to be done. He's like, but if you could have a 3rd term, but like you didn't have to do it, and it's a short on YouTube. I saw it today on my feed, and he's like, if I could just like sit in my basement and like someone else had an earpiece in, and I was just sitting in my basement in my sweatpants or whatever, and then like slowly as the interview keeps going, like the picture of Joe Biden like creeps up from the bottom of the screen. It's like, yeah,
I know what you're talking
bud.
about. That's an older one. Yeah.
But a real interview, an
Yeah, no,
actual
and he
thing said by
yeah, no,
somebody
yeah,
who
totally.
could, I don't know, possibly pull that kind of shit off. I'm not
Yeah.
saying he is.
Yeah.
That's true.
I
What?
like all the stuff coming about his wife is like a man. That's fun.
Oh yeah,
Those
Michelle,
are yeah.
Michael.
Yeah, Michael.
Michael.
Those are fun to see.
I love
Of,
your
like,
point of view of it. Like, yeah, man,
it's
those
fun,
are
man.
Yeah, man, those are fun.
They are.
It's like, dude, it's like meme gold, dude.
It is.
You know, whenever
yeah.
anything happens, that's what I love about a lot of people on the internet. It's like something crazy happens, and everyone's just like the memes, dude.
Yeah.
It's just never ending.
Well, that's why comedy is so powerful, especially these days with where we're at and everything, with how comedy's kind of getting back in its stride now,
Right.
is because of that kind of shit. Like, and like it'll bring out the crazies. They'll all be protesting this meme or whatever. It's like, dude, that was just pure comedy.
Yeah,
it's
it's just
fucking
comedy.
funny. And if you don't think it's funny, then you're a little
And no one
uptight.
watch it.
You're a little
And-
uptight, and maybe stop clicking on things on Twitter. I don't know.
know.
You know
It's
what I mean?
true. That's true.
It's all algorithms.
Yeah, dude. No,
Why are
it's-
you even
These
seeing
people
this?
get
shit?
so worked up, and
I
like,
don't.
Comedy's the last it's kind of like one of those
The last glue
really
holding us
trying
together.
to
Yeah, it
hold
really
on to that
is.
freedom
When it
of
got
speech
ducked,
type
it got,
of thing.
it
They're
got
like
really nailed there, like hammered there.
Oh, they're
during
trying to
the
cancel
COVID.
everybody because one time Kevin Hart said something about somebody being a fag, like
His
Dude,
kid.
20 or fucking years ago or so. Like, seriously, dude,
What are we
what
talking
are we doing?
yeah, what are we talking about?
Like, that's just ridiculous. You can't,
he
you
was-
can't
he-
take in the somebody's whole life of speech. I can't imagine some of the crazy shit I said to girls when I was 14. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
can't imagine some of the
can't-
crazy
oh,
shit
yeah.
I said last year on social media. You know what I mean, dude?
yeah, dude.
So I was like, you take that James, what's his James Gunn to do that direct, the Guardians of the Galaxies, right?
Yeah.
Remember they went back and they found like some shit he said, and then they canceled him. They moved him off the movies, but then they brought him back because he directed these other movies. I can't remember what they were because I'm any movies made after like 1995 I'm not interested in. But they brought him back for the Guardians of the Galaxy. They're like, oh, we're going to forgive you because, this movie makes a lot of money. Because, all the other Marvel movies are just garbage, man.
Yeah.
Horrid.
Yeah.
Just the same thing. And it's like people go to these
I don't know.
movies and it's
I
just
like 'em.
like the same thing. I mean,
I believe that.
that's fine. I mean, that's totally. But for
actually
me,
pretty
man,
good.
it's just like, who wants to go see Ant-Man and Wasp Woman or whatever?
It's funny.
Right.
Is it?
It's fucking hilarious.
The Ant-Man one was
I
pretty
don't
funny
know.
because it was Paul Rudd. So he was
Dude,
He's
funny.
a
Most
lizard.
of
He's a
them are,
lizard
man.
person too.
Is he, you think? He doesn't
he's like-
age.
60, man.
he
Yeah,
doesn't
he doesn't
age.
age. He looks the same as he did in Clueless as he does in Now. It's like 40
Dude, I
years
know.
ago, dude.
I saw that movie the other day and I was like, oh shit.
Clueless.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to her, man?
Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah.
She works
Sure.
at the Jewel, dude.
The
He's
Bourbon
over
A
here
or
on-
King one. She got a Polar Pop cup.
No, she's doing.
She's
I
there with
can't remember.
Steve selling dingoes. and
Uh-huh.
shit.
Because we were just talking. We watched the movie Clueless the other night, and I was like, I asked the same thing, and so we had to look it up. I can't remember, but it was
The
Brittany
good
Murphy,
fucking
dude.
a
story.
couple months ago.
The good
but-
fucking story. Oh, to answer your question, I was wondering the same thing and don't know.
I looked it up and I can't
But I
remember
can't
what I
remember.
looked up.
I don't even remember what my question was.
Stacey Dash. Nah, she's
Oh yeah.
Wait, who?
Stacey Dash, yeah, Brittany Murphy, man. She ended up being like,
yeah.
and
she
unfortunately,
was,
she
was
met her
pretty hot
early
in that movie.
demise.
Yeah.
But later in life, man, she goes, what was she? Wasn't she in like 8 Mile or whatever?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching if you're deaf. Thanks for listening if you're blind. My second episode. I'm now a co-host, and I'm thinking these guys are probably hating that decision.
Not yet.
Wait till next time.
Wait till next time.
Well, we got some. What? I came in. We had what? We picked up like 14 new subscribers or something since the
What, are you
last
just
time.
plugging yourself at this point? Is that what you're
Dude, that's personal.
Okay.
But if I am, I got band practice after this, so I could be plugging myself. But it was fun, I hopefully this picks up more subscribers and more angry comments. We want reactions
Yeah.
That helps.
Oh, I think the angry comments will come.
for sure.
I think
Oh
mostly.
yeah.
I think
they'll come
mostly.
all right.
I think mostly because they're short. So
Yeah.
they're just and they're pissed.
Stature wise.
Well, that's just
or the
because of
comments.
I just assume every time somebody comments angry that they're like 4'6" and they're just really pissed off. About it.
Minimum.
Well, they're just mad because Brad's taller than they are.
Which is fucking hard to do.
My dang old truck, my dang old pickup truck, and my dog. Who hit my wife?